Man, this just went down. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese going at it. More so, Angel Reese going at Caitlin Clark.
Angel Reese thought she could intimidate Caitlin Clark with a confrontation after that third quarter foul. Instead, she awakened a triple-double monster who proceeded to dismantle her entire team on national television.
My goodness gracious. Destroyed this guy in front of a sold-out 17,000+. Fouled Angel Reese. Angel Reese loses her mind, tries to fight Caitlin Clark. It's glorious. The season is back. It is on. A triple-double in the first game back.
When the dust settled at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the scoreboard read 93-58 Fever. Reese was looking at a 35-point beatdown, and Clark had just made WNBA history again during the season opener. Talk about instant regret and a plan backfiring in spectacular fashion. Do you think Reese deserves it? Let us know in the comments below. Let's go.
Allen too strong on a three. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese. Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlin Clark. And afterwards,
The moment that changed everything started with what looked like a routine basketball play in the third quarter. The Fever were already up by double digits, and everything was clicking for Indiana when Angel Reese got an offensive rebound near the basket after a blatant push to Natasha Howard to secure position.
If you guys didn't see, right before that play, Angel Reese had some contact with Natasha Howard. Caitlin Clark saw that contact. She turns to the refs and she's like gesturing to them. And this is all happening very, very quick, you guys. She turns to the refs, she's gesturing to them because she believed that Angel Reese fouled Natasha Howard. Now from that, Angel Reese gets the ball. Caitlin Clark realizes she is about to go up for what seems like a wide open layup. Caitlin Clark runs over and fouls her hard, and Angel Reese falls to the ground.
Caitlin Clark, seeing an easy scoring opportunity developing, made a split-second decision to stop Reese from adding an easy 2 points to Chicago's total. Clark reached in and made contact with Reese's shoulders and upper body, sending her to the floor. Initially, the refs called it a common foul, something that happens dozens of times in any WNBA game. But then the officials gathered to review the play, and suddenly the energy in Gainbridge Fieldhouse shifted. After a lengthy review, the referees upgraded the call to a flagrant one. The crowd's reaction was immediate. Boos filled the arena as fans felt their star player was being unfairly targeted. Clark, for her part, showed remarkable poise. When asked about it later, she simply explained it was just a good take foul, with nothing malicious intended.
Now, basketball 101, if somebody has a wide open layup and you have a foul to give, it is in your best interest to foul that shooter so that they don't get an easy 2 points. And what Caitlin said during an interview with Holly Rowe, she essentially said it was either Angel gets a wide open layup or we send her to the free throw line. It was a basketball play. There was nothing malicious behind it. I just knew I had to foul her hard. And that is exactly what it looked like to me. She went for the ball. She went across her body. Now Angel got tied up in it and she did fall down.
Reese's reaction told a completely different story. The moment the call was upgraded, she marched toward Clark with visible frustration written across her face. Her body language screamed confrontation. Shoulders squared, jaw tight, eyes locked on Clark. This wasn't just about a foul call. Reese was making a statement that she wouldn't be intimidated by the Indiana star.
Angel Reese gets up, Aaliyah Boston shoves her, gives her a little stiffy. Hey, don't come at Caitlin. But look at her, Angel Reese upset. Oh my gosh. Hey man, this was hilarious. Look, Angel Reese was pissed. Look at her, she was still going out there a little bit. Look, took the jersey out. What's going on? Look.
Crew Chief Roy Golbayan later justified the flagrant call in the pool report, stating it was not a legitimate basketball play and involved unnecessary contact. But what happened next showed exactly what kind of team the Fever have become. Aaliyah Boston immediately stepped between Clark and Reese, physically placing herself as a barrier to protect her teammate. Boston's intervention earned her a technical foul, but that moment crystallized something important. This Fever team wasn't just Clark's supporting cast. They were a united front ready to stand together when challenged.
I thought Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark were cool, but I don't know, man. The way Angel got up, she was like, Look at her. Ooh. I mean, she was getting after it, fam. Oh my goodness. Now, the funny thing was Caitlin Clark sniffing, walking away. Hold on, let me see if I can get a good angle. Oh yeah, look. watch Caitlin Clark's face right here. Watch this.
Meanwhile, the Chicago Sky bench erupted at the confrontation, clearly hoping this moment might throw Clark off her game and shift momentum their way. Players jumped up, coaches clapped, and for a brief moment, you could feel their energy surge as they sensed an opportunity to get back into the game. What actually happened during those tense seconds revealed everything about both players. Clark remained calm, refusing to engage in any back and forth, while Reese seemed determined to make a physical and mental statement. One player was focused on the scoreboard, the other seemed focused on establishing dominance in their personal matchup. This attempt to rattle Clark would prove to be a catastrophic miscalculation by Reese and the Sky. Rather than intimidating the superstar, Reese had unknowingly lit a fuse that would explode in her face over the next 15 minutes of basketball. The confrontation didn't shake Clark, it unleashed her.
She came away with 20 points, 4 blocks, that's a career high for her, 2 steals, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. Like, who are you, Caitlin Clark?
If Angel Reese thought she could intimidate Caitlin Clark, what happened next must have felt like a nightmare unfolding in real time. The confrontation didn't rattle Clark. It transformed her into a basketball force that the Chicago Sky had no answer for. Instead of crumbling under pressure, Clark responded by elevating her game to an entirely new level. The very next possession after the flagrant foul, she calmly dribbled up court, called for a screen, and drained a three-pointer that sent Gainbridge Fieldhouse into a frenzy. The message was clear. I'm not backing down.
Hey, look. One thing about this Indiana Fever team, you better come correct, man. Because if you try to do anything to anybody, look over your shoulder, man. Look over your shoulder. Because somebody is coming with some get back. They are taking up for each other. Even Stephanie White got hot.
With the crowd now fully energized and behind her, Clark orchestrated the Fever offense with surgical precision. She found cutters with no-look passes that seemed impossible. She drove into the lane, drawing defenders before kicking out to open teammates. When the defense sagged off, she punished them with step-back threes that had fans jumping out of their seats. Her stat line began filling up in every category. Clark wasn't just scoring. She was grabbing rebounds over taller players, blocking shots at the rim, jumping passing lanes for steals, and finding teammates for easy baskets.
Caitlin Clark is back with revenge and not taking any mess. You understand me? Trip dub Caitlin Clark for the first game. Oh my gosh, a blowout win, ridiculous.
The Gainbridge Fieldhouse crowd grew louder with each Clark highlight. Every made basket, every defensive stop, every hustle play fueled the audience into a deafening roar. The energy in the building created a home court advantage that seemed to suffocate the Sky with each passing minute.
But man, Angel Reese, pissed. I mean, there's some type of vendetta. There's some type of vendetta. You're not this mad off of a hard foul, fam. You're not this mad, all right? There's something more going on, that's not meeting the eye right now. That's how I feel. There's no way you're this mad off of a hard foul. Maybe you get up and be like, hey, all right, now that was a little much. That was a little bit too much.
Meanwhile, Reese's body language told the story of growing frustration. Her shoulders slumped after missed shots. Her eyes darted to the bench looking for answers that weren't coming. The confident swagger from earlier had disappeared, replaced by the uncomfortable realization that her confrontation had awakened something in Clark and the Fever.
Like, she want to fight. Look at her. Angel Reese pulling the jersey up and everything. She's like, forget basketball. She cussing at her. Oh my gosh. This was nuts. This was a crazy moment in the game.
By the fourth quarter, it became clear that Clark wasn't just winning the individual matchup. She was making WNBA history in the process. As she secured her 10th rebound, the arena scoreboard flashed the accomplishment. Triple-double. Clark's final stat line of 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists, plus 4 blocks and 2 steals, marked the first 2010-10 performance in WNBA season opener history. a sophomore, in her first official game after a 7-month-long offseason, responding to confrontation by making history.
What a game, folks. This was crazy. Caitlin Clark recorded the first triple-double in a season opener in WNBA history, but are you surprised? Because I'm not.
As Clark's historic performance unfolded, the cameras kept cutting to Reese's increasingly defeated expression, the very definition of instant regret. The player who had tried to establish dominance through intimidation was now watching helplessly as Clark dominated in every facet of the game. While all eyes were on the Clark-Reese rivalry, something even more impressive was happening. The entire Fever roster was systematically dismantling the Chicago Sky. The confrontation didn't just fuel Clark, it transformed the entire Indiana team into a 5-headed monster that the Sky had absolutely no answer for.
Well, it is a final against the Chicago Sky, and it was the worst nightmare that the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese could have possibly imagined. Angel Reese, boy, she's ate up with class, is she not?
Aaliyah Boston, perhaps motivated by her technical foul from defending Clark, played like a woman possessed. She delivered a monster performance with 19 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Boston controlled the paint on both ends, swatting away Chicago's attempts at the rim and scoring with ease against a helpless Sky defense. Her physical dominance was total. Reese and the other Chicago bigs couldn't establish any presence inside with Boston patrolling the area.
Aaliyah Boston, 13 rebounds, 19 points. Natasha Howard, 15 points. Aaliyah Boston had 5, including 3 in a row. One of them was on Angel Reese. Angel Reese, offensive rebound. Angel Reese misses 2-point shot. Angel Reese, offensive rebound. Angel Reese misses layup. I mean, we're right back to where we were last season. I told you guys not a lot was going to change.
Natasha Howard's Fever debut showcased exactly why Indiana acquired her in the offseason. The veteran forward contributed 15 points with the poise and confidence of someone who's won championships before. Howard's ability to stretch the floor with her shooting created driving lanes for her teammates, while her defensive versatility allowed the Fever to switch everything without missing a beat.
Caitlin Clark doing a little bit of everything. Look at this right here. Coming down the court,
Spinning.
Natasha Howard cutting under the rim right there with the little finger roll lay-in. Beautiful, beautiful work right there.
The unexpected X factor emerged in Lexi Hull, who nearly notched a double-double off the bench with 9 points and 9 rebounds. Hull, previously known primarily as a situational player, was everywhere, diving for loose balls, hitting corner threes, and grabbing rebounds that should have belonged to taller players. Her energy off the bench sparked several key runs that pushed the lead from comfortable to embarrassing.
Clark in transition. Clark, what a look. And Hull lays it in.
Meanwhile, Chicago's offensive struggles were painful to watch. The Sky shot an abysmal 29.1% from the field and just 22.2% from three-point range. Open layups rimmed out. Wide-open threes missed everything. Players who normally hit shots in their sleep couldn't buy a basket. The Fever's suffocating defense turned the Sky's offense into a sad highlight reel of bricks and airballs. Even Chicago's supposed strengths disappeared completely. Their highly touted sophomore 6'7" Camila Cardoso was effectively neutralized, finishing with just 4 points on 2 of 9 shooting. Veteran point guard Courtney Vandersloot couldn't generate any offense, turning the ball over 5 times while dishing just 3 assists. Every player Chicago counted on underperformed at the worst possible time.
The Indiana Fever faced off against the Chicago Sky in a blowout victory, and I have 3 words. Oh my God. Or now you know.
The Fever's complete team performance resulted in their largest season-opening victory in franchise history. A 35-point demolition that left no doubt about which team and which star owned the night. As the final buzzer approached, the contrast couldn't be clearer. Indiana celebrated a historic win while Chicago faced the harsh reality that their strategy to rattle Clark had backfired catastrophically. The Fever didn't just win a game. They made a statement to the entire WNBA that they aren't just the Caitlin Clark team. They're a complete squad ready to compete with anyone.
Angel Reese continuing to have to use Caitlin Clark to cash checks. I mean, let's be real here. Let's be honest. Because this game, this team right now is not close. Look at that, folks. That is a blowout. A drubbing, a smashing. I mean, it is absolutely insane.
The post-game reactions revealed everything about how this rivalry and this night will be remembered in WNBA history. As players headed to microphones and social media lit up, the stark contrast between the Fever and Sky camps couldn't have been more evident.
Caitlin and Aaliyah, can you kind of go through the little issue there, what happened when you got the flagrant, Aaliyah, you got a technical? What kind of happened there?
AB got the tech?
I know. Wait, what?
I got the tech?
I didn't know that.
Oh,
first of
no.
all,
I know.
let's not make it anything that it's not. It was just a good play on the basketball. I'm not sure what the refs saw to upgrade it, and that's up to their discretion after watching the initial whatever happened during the play and then whatever happened after.
Clark's post-game comments remained measured and focused on team success, never taking personal shots at Reese despite having the perfect opportunity. When asked about the confrontation, Clark simply said, "I'm just playing basketball. That's what I'm here to do." She redirected praise to her teammates, highlighting Boston's defensive dominance and the bench's contributions rather than dwelling on personal accomplishments or the heated moment.
We watch a lot of basketball. It's a take foul to put them at the free throw line or rather give up 2 points. I've watched a lot of basketball in my life. That's exactly what it was. I wasn't trying to do anything malicious. That's not the type of player I am. So, yes, wasn't anything like that. And I went for the ball, and that's clear as day in the replay. You watch it. It shouldn't have been upgraded. But, again, that's up to the ref's discretion. But I appreciate AB having my back. I guess I don't even know what she did. I didn't see that.
Yeah, well, girl.
Have fun paying that fine.
Can I get half? Can you send me a
I got it.
Oh,
Don't
perfect.
worry.
I wonder
Real
if you
hefty.
could...
Reese's brief, terse response, basketball play. Refs got it right. Move on spoke volumes about her attempt to downplay what had just happened. Her body language during the interview told an even clearer story. Arms crossed, minimal eye contact, clearly wanting to escape the moment as quickly as possible. The player who typically brings energy and emotion to interviews suddenly had nothing to say.
Angel, can you take us through the flagrant foul from your perspective? Just what you saw in that play, how you interpreted what happened.
Basketball play, refs got it right. No more.
Social media exploded with memes and reactions, highlighting the lopsided score, Clark's historic night, and Reese's failed attempt at intimidation. The clip of Reese approaching Clark after the flagrant foul call, immediately followed by Clark's three-pointer on the next possession, went viral within minutes. One particularly popular post juxtaposed Reese's confrontation with the final scoreboard and Clark's historic stat line, captioned simply, "Actions have consequences."
Just don't get comfortable. I mean, this is a great first win, but we have 43 more games to go. And so for us, it's just about making sure that we lock in, we rewatch the game, look at what we need to work on, get in the gym, and continue to work.
The WNBA's marketing team couldn't have scripted a better storyline. Initial ratings reports indicated the game drew the largest opening night viewership in league history, proving this rivalry is exactly what the WNBA needed to capitalize on its growing popularity. The fan and media reactions solidified the Clark-Reese rivalry as the most compelling storyline in women's basketball, with Clark clearly winning round one both on the scoreboard and in public perception. What started as Angel Reese trying to intimidate Caitlin Clark ended with Clark making history, the Fever dominating the Sky, and a rivalry that's just getting started.
It's one. A lot more to come. Shout out our fans. Absolutely incredible. Thank you guys for showing up, showing love to all my teammates. We appreciate you. More to come.
When Angel Reese confronted Caitlin Clark after that third quarter foul, she didn't just awaken a triple-double machine. She cemented her own place on the wrong side of WNBA history. What was supposed to be intimidation turned into motivation, transforming Clark into the exact superstar Reese didn't want to face. As the 2025 season unfolds, this 35-point beatdown serves as both a warning to future opponents and a promise to Fever fans. When you try to rattle Caitlin Clark, you're only setting yourself up for instant regret. The scoreboard doesn't lie. 93-58, game, set, and match to Clark and the Fever. Do you think Reese deserves it? Let us know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one.